television.
One program to consider is Elizabeth Smart. It's an autobiography which premieres this Sunday.
I can't wait to see it. Right now, right before our show recording began today, we had the opportunity to speak with the woman who, as a 14-year-old girl, was kidnapped right out of her bedroom in the middle of the night. Take a look.
And it was still dark, and at first I heard this voice, and when I first heard it, I thought it had to be part of a dream. Then I heard it again. This time as the voice spoke, I not only heard it, but I opened my eyes. Standing above me was this dark shadow of a man. And I remember him saying, "I have a knife at your neck. Don't make a sound. Get up and come with me."
Well, as we know, Elizabeth disappeared after that, and it was 9 long months before her family and the world realized that she was alive and actually had been held captive all that time.
Elizabeth is sharing her story in a 2-part series on A&E called Elizabeth Smart Autobiography. She also has a Lifetime movie about the incident coming out called I Am Elizabeth Smart.
And Elizabeth is actually joining us now via satellite. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Better.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I remember this story, and I think all of us do. And looking at you now, and with these movies coming out, I understand this is a really personal thing for you. You were involved in every bit of this. This really is your story that we're going to be watching.
It is, yes. It has been a big process, a major decision in my life, but ultimately I am glad that I made it. I do feel like I made the right choice, and I feel like it's been extremely well done.
Was it therapeutic for you, Elizabeth, in any way to go through this process? You had to drudge everything back up and relive it. Was it therapeutic?
Well, I think it certainly reminded me of all the many reasons I have to be grateful, all the many people that I will forever feel a debt of gratitude to. So, yes, I do feel like it has been a good thing.
Okay.
I was reading that it was quite an experience because you said it was so well done, but to see the actors who you thought really did look like your captor. Tell us about that moment.
It was pretty scary, actually. The first time I met both of them, they were both dressed up. They both had all their full hair and makeup on, and I remember just thinking, whoa, they really do look just like my captors. And then they're perfectly lovely people, but then watching them as they're acting and seeing them want to train as hard as they can to be just like the 2 worst people in my life, yeah, it was terrifying. And then certainly seeing the finished product, and it brought up a lot of memories and a lot of feelings that I have not felt for a very long time. But I think that just speaks to how well they played their parts.
Exactly. Did you have a choice in who the actors and actresses were going to be for the productions?
You know, I was actually very heavily pregnant at that time, so I did not take as active as a role as I maybe would have otherwise in selecting actors, but I think they did an absolutely fabulous job in deciding who they were.
What's it like for you to be a mom now? I mean, as mothers, we often are overprotective, but I got to imagine after what you went through, how does that play out in your motherhood?
It's a constant struggle, because on the one hand, I just want to be there and helicopter over my kids night and day. I always want to make sure I know where they are, know who they're with, know what they're doing, know what they're putting in their mouths or shoving up their nose. But on the other hand, I also know that I want them to be prepared for life. I want them to be well-adjusted and normal, and it's a pretty big struggle inside me to find that balance, to allow them to experience life kind of on their own terms and know when to step in and protect them and be there for them. It's a struggle.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us. We're looking forward to seeing the autobiography. It's Elizabeth Smart Autobiography. It airs on A&E this coming Sunday and Monday at 9 p.m. I Am Elizabeth Smart airs on Lifetime next Saturday. That's November 18th at 8 p.m.